All right, I promised a longer video on this one. Had not been able to get around to it because, well, holidays and all the other stuff going on. And, well, let's dive in and talk about this one a little bit. This evolved out of me working on building the other saber that I had in mind previous to this, which is the Luminara Unduli. Pull that one in for a second here. My original intent for the emitter on this one was I was going to cut down one of Vire's ion emitters and just use this half. Well, as I had said in the video for the Luminara, my buddy Eidolon came to bat and actually made a really solid replica. But by then, I had cut the ion in half. So I had the pulley and the ribs already separate, and they were just laying around. I can't abide unused parts. And in a video that I had already shot and shown, I had converted these into being able to be usable parts. So, stem to stern, one of Vire's conversion rings that allows you to attach a blade or a blade plug. I sanded the edges off so that way it matches the ribs of the half of the ion emitter. Corvus ring, Corvus extension. Back to Vire parts. This is self-adhesive cat tongue grip. It's rubberized. I was on the fence about leaving these two parts in place, but they're still here, and I'll show you why in a moment. Corvus again. One of Vire's least expensive grip switches. Shrouds at both ends. Kind of gives it a little bit of the feel of the Emperor's, Darth Sidious's lightsaber to a certain degree. I like how the spacing happened here, and you've got the black spacing, and then up front you've got that pop of color. Makes it stand out a little bit. Then you've got the pulley off the ion. An actual pommel, which I ground down the lip of the ion to fit inside, and this is JB welded in place. One of the things that I am considering doing is drilling through on both sides and using screws to further secure this. Also, if this is going to be used as a combat blade, I should drill and pin here, but I haven't done that yet. There's no electronics in this one. Now, the reason why I left these two here is thumb and forefinger immediately go right to those two pads. So you've got interspaced padding underneath. Fits right to the palm real nicely. Thumb or forefinger to control, and then resting right on the pads. It sits in the hand so nice. It's a very comfortable piece, and if you want to hold it reversed so that way you have the on-body shroud in your palm, once again, these will all sit nicely, and then you don't have to worry about accidentally fingering the button while in use. Nice balanced piece. The pommel gives it a little bit of extra weight, so that'll help with a pixel blade. But all in all, this one was originally intended just to make sure that I used up the spare parts I ended up with, but honestly, this has been one of my most satisfying results or builds out of all of the hilts that I've built so far. I've got plans for more to coming. Just depends on budget and time, in that order, unfortunately. But I will keep working, and some of my hilts are for sale, some aren't. Right now, my intention is to keep this one because I'm very happy with it, and it's very much fun to play with. But, times change, and this one might end up for sale at some point. But yeah, there we go. One more piece built.